Hey everyone, welcome back to Top 10 Gaming, your one-stop shop channel for all things video games, including creepypastas. We started a new thing on the channel where we're going to be looking specifically at the most famous creepypastas from various game series. And today we're looking at one from the king of Fortnite creepypastas, FlipLaScript's now iconic Red Team Leader. It's a pasta that has had a ton of different variations written over the last year, and it's by far one of the most popular and well-known. So, what's it all about? Well, let's get to it. The story begins with our narrator telling us that Cuddle Team Leader appeared in the Fortnite shop, a strange occurrence since he was never announced and was only available for an hour. Thinking that it was his lucky day, the narrator bought it, being a collector of legendary skins. He equipped the skin, but something was kinda off. Rather than it having pink fur, the fur was red, like a blood red. In his headset, he swore he heard the sound of a roar to boot. Now, not thinking anything of it, he just joined a solo game and got ready to get into the match. In the lobby right before he was put inside the battle bus, he noticed something else. He had a new taunt called the chopping block. Curious. The match begins and he lands a dusty divot. He notices that the skin is its usual pink color rather than the red that he previously saw. So the narrator just kinda shrugs it off as some kind of glitch. He's off to a great start, grabbing a common tactical, knocking out a few nearby opponents. But that's when he notices something odd. The Cuddle Team Leader's skin got darker, adopting a more reddish tone. After scavenging through the research lab at Dusty and taking out another opponent, scoring some solid loot, he makes his way out to Tilted Towers. More loot. He then starts doing some grinding, getting close to 300 wood, when all of a sudden he's being shot at. He builds a ramp to defend himself and picks off his aggressor. That's when he notices that the skin once again got a little darker. Maybe this was some sort of special edition of Cuddle Team Leader? Regardless, he keeps playing. The circle has now closed in even more and there's about 15 players left on the map. Using a hop rock, he gets closer to the circle at a faster rate, avoiding the storm. Now at this point, by that time, there's only 9 people left in the game. In the distance, he could hear the sounds of a gunfight. He quickly picks off someone who looks like a noob and then notices at this point there's only 4 people left in the match as the circle closed in. Not seeing anyone around, he quickly began to build a fort for protection. From his fort, he then spots 2 players going at it. One gets knocked out, so he gets ready to go and take out the winner. But before he can head over to challenge them, the other remaining player appears and gets to that opponent first. Now he's thinking he's definitely gonna get himself a win. The narrator watched on as the gunfight played out and only one was left. He then takes out his blue AR and just starts firing at him. The player, already hurt from the previous fights, isn't in the best of shape. The narrator then builds a ramp on top of him and fires his blue shotgun at him, and the player goes down, crawling. About to savor the victory and get that W, something weird happens. His controller starts to move on his own, or rather, Cuddle Team Leader starts to move on his own. He's now in control. He goes over to the crawling player and then goes on top of him. The taunt screen comes up and Cuddle Team Leader selects the chopping block. What happened next was horrific. Cuddle Team Leader takes out an axe. He cuts the downed player's head off. When the victory royale is announced, the Cuddle Team Leader's fur then turns blood red, the same blood red that the narrator had seen before, and he lets out a blood-chilling roar. Then Cuddle Team Leader takes off his headpiece to reveal the avatar's real head. It was gruesome. He only had one eye. The other one had been shot out, leaving a bloody wound. And he had a forced smile, slits on his face. Our narrator ends the story by saying, I quote, this character shouldn't be in the game. Alright, there we have it friends, Red Team Leader by FlipLaScript. We strongly suggest that you head over to his channel and check out all of the other amazing Fortnite creepypastas that he's crafted up. But in the meantime though, let us know what you thought of this creepypasta and if you'd like us to do more individual Fortnite creepypastas by leaving us a shout in those comments below. If you dug this video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to Top 10 Gaming for all of your favorite game themed creepypastas. In the meantime though, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you all in the next video.